Part 7. We are going to continue with the rules for the 4 basic operations, and we are going to focus on division. You will find this on page 79 in the Namibian Mathematics Grade 9 textbook, y equals mx plus c to success. Okay, division of a monomial by a monomial. It's actually just meaning a one term divided by a one term. So what do? I just divide the numbers like I was dividing negative numbers. Remember, I can count the negative signs. If there's only one, the sign will stay negative because it's odd. So a divided by 2 is 4, and then this will be just to the power of x. Okay, because there's 2 on top, 1 at the bottom, 1 cancel out, so there's just 1 left. Okay, if I look at this example, now again, just do it like we did with negative numbers. A negative divide a negative. There will be 2 negative numbers. That's an even number, so the sign will be positive. Then I can say 10 can go in 1 time, 10 can go in 2 times. Okay. And now I'm just going to focus here. Now it's best if you first understand it. So there is 2 A's, 1 B and 1 C. There is 1 A and 3 B's, and it works on the cancelling out. So one of the A's cancels and one of the B's. So what is left? A, C. But I like to also explain it to the students like this. Look, there's a to the power 2, there's a to the power 1. So where's the big amount? On top. So I write a on top. And then I just say 2 minus 1, because 1 will cancel out, and there's 1 left. Now look at the B's. There's 1 and there's 3. Where's the big amount? At the bottom. So I write B at the bottom. And I say 3 minus 1, what will that be? 2. And C, I just rewrite C. Okay. Let's go to a few examples. So if I look at these examples, again, 5 can go in 1 time, 5 can go in 2 times. Where's the big amount of the A's? On top. So I write the A on top and I say 10 minus 6, that is 4, and that's my final answer. If it's exactly the same, everything cancel out and I just write 1. This one, again, how many negative signs are there? Just 1. So that is a typing mistake. There must be a negative because it's an odd number, so it will stay a negative. And then 3 can go in 1 time, 3 can go in 2 times. Okay, just like primary school. But now focus on the x. Where's the big amount? There is x5. That's the biggest one. So I write x at the bottom. And I say 5 minus 3. I subtract the exponents and I get 2. And then look at the y. Where's the big amount? At top. So I write the y on top. And I say 5 minus 1. What will that be? 4. Okay. I want you to do the following examples. I want you to do number A, number B, and number H. You can stop the video, and as soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. Try now 15. Number A. Okay, so again, it's B3, and if it's just B, it actually means B1. Remember, 3, 1 cancel out, but do it like this. Where's the big amount? It's on top. It's actually like this. So 3 minus 1, that will be 2, but that is just going to be B squared. Okay, let's look at number B. That's going to be negative 6 y to the power 5 over 2 y to the power 3. Okay, so if you look, think of negative numbers. It's division, so I can count the negative signs. How many negative signs? I just see 1. It's an odd number, so the sign will be negative. Then I say 2 can go in 1 time, 2 can go in 3 times. So there's my 3. Okay. Now where's the big amount of the y's? It's on top. So I write the y on top. 5 minus 3, it's 2. And because there's just a 1, it's just negative 3y squared. That will be your final answer. Okay. If I look at the one like this, number H, let's just do number H. So this was negative 6, A4, and C5, and it's over 2A3, C2, multiplied 12, A5, C2. Now, in this case, first do that multiplication. So let's first rewrite that one. We always rewrite a lot of times in algebra. Okay, now 2 times 12, what will that be? 24. And now look, what do we do with if we have base exponent, what did we do? We were adding, can you remember? So 5 plus 3, that will be 8. And then C, 2 plus 2, that will be 4. Okay, and now we're just going to start with the division. So remember, how many negative stripes? Just one. It's an odd number, so what will the sign be? The sign will be negative. Okay, now let's do the cancelling. 6 can go in 1 time, 6 can go in 4 times. Okay, so there's the 1, there's the 4. Now, where's the big amount of the a's? There's a to the power 8, there's a to the power 4. So which one is the biggest one? The one at the bottom. So 8 minus 4, that will be 4. Look at the c's. Where's the big amount? Top or bottom? Top. So write the c on top. 5 minus 4, that's 1. And that will be my final answer. So you can actually just say negative c. You can leave out that 1. And you can over 4a to the power of 4. And that's your final answer. Okay. Let's just see if it's division of a binomial by a monomial. So that means there can be more than one term on top, but just one term at the bottom. Now what I do is I break it up. I take that first term on top and I write it over the bottom term. And then I take again the first term, the second term on top, and I write it over the bottom. So I break it up. Just like with fractions, I just want to refresh your memory. So say, for example, you were having, I think it's better that we make it in algebra. So say you were having a over 3 plus 2 over 3. You could have write it as a plus 2 over 3. Do you agree? So basically, I'm just working to that step. I say a over 3 plus 2 over 3. And that's what I did there. And now I do exactly the same division as there. I just say the 2's cancel 1. The x cancel. So where's the y? Big one on top. So y, 2 minus 1, y. Okay. 2 can go 1. 2 can go in 2 times. Look at the x. There's 2 minus 1. It's just x. And the y's cancel. And that's my final answer. Okay. So first write one term over one term by writing a term on top and dividing it by the bottom term. Now do separate division sums. So do it for that and do it for that. Okay, let's look at an example. So if we look at this example, it's basically just write this over this, this over this, this over this. So I was breaking it up. So if you want to put in a sign, it's better than just to put additions and let the signs move with the terms. That's better. So if you want to put in a separate sign, make it addition. And now start. Say that 4, it's going 1, 1, so it's negative. And 3 minus 1, it's 2. And then it's 1 and it's 2. And 2 minus 1, it's 1. And this everything cancel out, so it's just a 1. Okay. I want you to do the following. I want you to do number B, number E, as well as number G. Okay, let's start. Try now 16. Number B. So it's 15a squared plus 5a over 5a. So it's 15. Okay, I'm going to break it up. I write it. So because it's just addition, it's all right. So 5a over 5a. So basically, I can just do the cancelling. 5 can go in 1, 5 can go in 3 times. So it's 3. And now look, where's the big amount? On top. So 2 minus 1, it's just 1 over 1. Okay. Everything cancel out, so it's plus 1. That's going to be my final answer. Okay, if I look at number E. So this is 14a 4b squared plus 7a squared b3 over 7a 3b. If I simplify, this is 14a 4b squared over 7a 3b plus 7a squared b3 over 7a 3b. So if I'm going to simplify this, 7 can go in 1 time, it go in 2 times. Okay, so basically it will be 2 on top. Now where's the big amount of the a's? It's on top, so it's A. 4 minus 3 is 1. Where's the big amount of the B's? Top. So B, 2, it's just 1. So that will be what I'm getting there. Okay, then this one, let's just do that cancelling. Cancel, cancel. Okay, where is the big amount of the A's? Ooh, it's not top, it's bottom. So it's A. So 3 minus 2, it's 1. Where's the big amount of the B's? Top. So 3 minus that 1, that will be 2. So my final answer will be that. And then the last one, let's see if we can do that, fit it in here. So this is 15x squared y squared. I think I'm rather going to make space. It's struggling to write at the bottom. Okay, so let's just make space. Okay, there's number G. So it's 15x squared y squared plus 5xy3 plus 20xy4, and it's all over 5y squared. So if I start, okay, I'm going to break it up. 15x squared y squared, and it's over 5y squared, plus 5xy3 over 5y squared, plus 20xy4 over 5y squared. Okay, let's start with the simplifying. 5 can go in 3 times. So it's 3. Okay, there's only that x. So I just have to rewrite that x. There's nothing to cancel out. Okay. So if I look at the next one, so the y squared, can you see? I'm just going to use other color. It all cancel out. Now this one cancel out. Now let's just see. Okay, let's just rewrite that. So positive, there's an x, it's still standing there. And the y, the big one is on top. So 3 minus 1, that's just 1. Okay, so that's the answer. And then plus, can I just cancel that one? 5 can go in 1 time, 5 can go in 4 times. Okay, so what? Let's just see. I have 4. Where's the big? There's not another x, so I just rewrite the x. Where's the big amount of the y's? It's on top. Can you see that's 4 and that's 2? So it's y. So 4 minus 2, it's 2. And that is my final answer. Okay.